What's up, everybody? If you're like me, you overthink everything. What I want to talk about today is specifically mechanics power tools, meaning impact wrenches, drivers, ratchets, things like that that you would use on the car. Not necessarily as a professional, but as a person that works on cars a lot. Maybe it's a hobby, or maybe you are a professional. I mean, I know a lot of people use some of these more than others as professionals. We have 6 tools that we're going to talk about. These are the tools that I would use doing pretty much anything on my car or anybody else's car if I'm working on it. We're going to talk about a 3/8 inch impact wrench, 1/2 inch impact wrench, an impact drill driver, just a driver, a drill, flashlights, and ratchets. And we're comparing DeWalt's 20 volt line with Milwaukee's M12 line. And you're like, not really a fair comparison. The problem is DeWalt has a 12 volt line, but it's not better than their 20 volt line. Like their 20 volt line is, there's no big benefits to the 12 volt. Some of the stuff is a little lighter, a little smaller, but not really to the point of going all 12 volts. So the first thing I'll say is I love DeWalt tools. For carpentry, saws, I love it all. I even love their nailers. Everybody hates the nailers. I love their nailers. I think they're great. The saws are awesome. Their 60 volt flex volt line is excellent as far as the batteries go. The way you can use them in the 20 volt tools, I mean, it's a really cool system. So I would never switch to Milwaukee for the 20 volt, 18 volt systems, especially for carpentry, because I really like all my DeWalt carpentry tools. So when I was investing more in mechanics tools, I ended up just saying, oh, I have the batteries and DeWalt makes some awesome stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and go with DeWalt. So I've been using these for, a year or two, and they've been great, but with a couple of weird things that have happened along the way. This 923, which is the 3/8 inch impact wrench, had to be warranted because the switch stopped working, and it was pretty much started since I first got it, and these triggers tend to do that on a lot of DeWalt tools. The way they make their triggers, they fail, they run in reverse when they're supposed to go forward. That's a very common thing with these. I wish it wasn't, but it is. And some of my other tools have trigger issues as well, as far as like having to push them a few times to get them started. And when that happens, I've warranted a few. Sometimes I don't really care because it doesn't really affect me much. But yeah, this one was doing it so bad, it was super annoying. So I sent it in warranty. The warranty process was fine. They fixed it. It was, free. It was etched with this number. I guess they do that with a warranty. I have no idea. Yeah, you probably can't see it, but it's a handwritten number on there, done with like a engraving tool. And it's kind of weird, but whatever. I guess maybe it was a replacement part or something. But anyway, and that's, so I got the 923, the 891, the 850, the 800, and this is the 510 ratchet, and this is the 50 work light. So that's what I've been using for a year or two. And what I've found out is when you're looking at the specs of things like this, you'll find that the 20 volts are generally higher power on paper, and even with torque test channel and things like that, these DeWalts are more powerful, especially than the M12 line, because these are 12 volts and these are 20 volt, nominally 18 volts when it's running, but they do deliver more power. And when I was buying them, I said, you know what, I already have all the DeWalt things. I love DeWalt tools. They're more powerful. I'm just going to stick with DeWalt. But there is a Latin saying, and it is caveat emptor. No, I'm just kidding. Not buyer beware, but yes, buyer beware. No, I was thinking of semper ubi sub ubi. No, I was thinking of temet nasce, which emphatically is know thyself. And I do know myself. And what I do all the time is I buy the more powerful one, and I end up using the smaller, lighter one. It's just kind of what I do. I end up using the one that does what I want it to do, but is smaller and lighter and doesn't weigh me down and that kind of thing. So a few months ago, I was working on the Suburban, and I was trying to get something somewhere, and I was trying to get this ratchet, which is a really cool ratchet. I mean, for what it does. I mean, you can switch it out from a 3/8 to a 1/2 inch. I mean, that's cool. And it's fine and it's powerful, but it's so big and giant, it's hard to get into places. So I rarely use it because it typically doesn't fit into what I'm doing, like literally doesn't fit. And I was aggravated about that. And I went to use this and it was too big too. And I was getting very annoyed. So and I had been curious about the M12 line only because they have a lot of things that DeWalt doesn't offer. Little things like a staple gun, a regular crown stapler. They have an M12 version of that. They have a multi-tool like install driver, just like DeWalt has in 12 volt and 20 volt, but theirs is significantly smaller, more compact, and has some better features in my opinion. Everything's smaller, everything is nice, and it's 12 volts. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So I end up going to smaller things. I just went and got the kit that came with the impact driver and the drill. So when I bought all these, I also bought the oil resistant DeWalt battery. So that's another feature you could say, but those are very expensive. Like this one battery is like over $200. And you can't find them on sale usually. So anyway, those all have oil resistant. I'm not really super sure what it does. I mean, they say it protects against solvents and things like that, but whatever, I had them. So what I did was I got these, and I really liked how small and light they were compared to the other ones. The impact driver is actually longer, but it is smaller, it's thinner, and it's a little lighter, and I liked that when I was using it. And the same goes for the drills, because this is a really powerful, awesome drill, but it ends up being, you know, kind of heavier, but also a little longer and a little thicker as well. So these M12s in general are just a lot smaller. The biggest difference I think between any of them is I had the 923 3/8. When I got the new stubby, the 3/8 stubby impact, I mean, the difference is just like night and day. I mean, this thing is tiny. This thing's tiny compared to this. Now, this one has more power again, but like I said, I mean, if I'm hanging this thing on my pocket, right? I mean, it's noticeable that it's there. It's not horrible or anything, but if I want to hang this there, it's just like, it's like nothing. It's not even hardly pulling. So anyway, I love how small this thing is. And as far as power goes, it's gotten everything loose that I've tried it on so far that I've needed. And when it tightens stuff down, I mean, it really locks it down pretty tight. I don't know. I think it was 200 foot-pounds or something like that. I can't remember, 220 or something like that. But for 3/8 stuff, this does more than enough for what I use it for. For 1/2 inch, I have the mid-torque 891, and this thing is a beast. I love it, but it is heavy. I mean, it's a big, heavy impact wrench, and I use it for, you know, lug nuts and things like that. I mean, sometimes I use it for axle nuts and stuff like that too, which I'll talk about later. But, you know, this is their stubby, and this comes in 3/8 too, which is more powerful than the 923, but I only got it in 1/2 inch because I really liked the 3/8, how tiny this thing was. And if I needed more power, usually I'll go to a 1/2 inch socket anyway. But look at this. I mean, this is like night and day. This is like, this thing's tiny and light, and I mean, just awesome. And this, I mean, you don't have a belt loop on this because it would be stupid to, but I can hang my 1/2 inch impact wrench on my belt if I want to, if I'm moving around or doing something for temporarily. It's awesome. And lug nuts, no problem. I mean, I torque up those lug nuts to 140 foot-pounds, and this is just absolutely no problem whatsoever to take them off quickly. And it's just so much lighter and smaller, and it's pretty amazing. I love it. The driver, like I said, it's thinner, but it's a tiny bit longer. But I've found that when I have this little stubby impact right here, I use this one less, because I used to put my, you know, 1/4 inch drive on here or a 3/8 inch and get to stuff that I couldn't get to. But this, I mean you got a socket on there, and you still have to put your adapter on that one. So this one's just amazing tool. It is the newer one. It's the 3049-20. So this is an awesome tool. I'm really impressed with it. The drills, they perform really similarly, but this one and this one's a hammer drill. This is not a hammer drill, but yeah, I mean the 12 volt, it does everything I need. So, and I love how much lighter it is. The flashlights don't seem like a big deal, but I mean, when you're under a car, it's just having something small enough. Well, one, I'll show you this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the light these put off, this puts off this really bright white light, and I kind of hate it, and I always have. This one is a lot warmer light. It's kind of a more, just a warmer temperature light, and I mean, I love it. When I'm under the car and I'm working on stuff, I don't like seeing the harsh bright light. So that's kind of a silly little gripe, but I actually really like it. The other thing, the floppy dong thing, I mean, I hate it, but yeah, it stays in position whenever you're doing something. It's fine, and it'll hang and stuff. This has a really strong magnet on the back, and it's so small with the 12 volt battery, you can just hit it anywhere. And man, and then once you stick it, you can adjust the angle of the light, which is amazing. So this thing is awesome. So yes, that is better. I say this is better than that. And then it comes to the ratchet, the thing that pretty much got me looking at tool systems for the mechanics use. This is not the new one. This is the one that the new one replaced. This one's awesome. I mean, it's like, I think this is a brushed motor. This is the old one. So you can get it on clearance now. It's not super cheap, but it's fine. But look at the difference. I mean, when you get into somewhere, I mean, one, yes, you got less reach, but they do make an extended reach version of this that you can get too. But my thing is, usually it won't fit in, here somewhere, or I'm trying to get this way and it won't fit in because you got this big battery and it's hanging off. That's always the problem. And then not always, but most of the time that's the problem. The other time the problem is this head is too big. It won't fit in around whatever I'm doing, in between whatever. And this head on this Milwaukee is just way smaller, and smaller in diameter, thickness, and everything. I don't know if one's faster than the other, but they do make a high-speed version of this. But as far as like on Torque Test channel, the new version of these ratchets are like the Goldilocks. Everything's great, but I got this and I've been really liking it. It's awesome. It's fast enough for me. It does what I would expect a power ratchet to do, meaning it's in a spot that I don't want to do this, 3 clicks for 20 minutes or something. And I can get it in and put it in that spot and be like this. I don't really care how long it's going to take. If I have to sit there for, 20 seconds versus 10 seconds, it doesn't really make a big difference to me, but this thing is pretty cool. I did order a little knob that'll be here. It's one of those little, it's somebody's CNC, cuts them out of aluminum, put a little magnet in there, and you just stick it in, and it's a little knob. But I did buy that for this. But dude, this thing is just so much lighter, so much smaller, so much more compact in every way, and it does the same thing. So very happy with it. I've been using these for a while now, and they really have blown my mind. And it's funny because when I think about Milwaukee, I always thought, Red Ryobi, but for mechanic tools, this is the way to go. I'm telling you, these are good tools. Don't get me wrong, and they're very powerful, but real world, when you're in there and you're working on something, I mean, space is always so tight, especially nowadays with new cars. Every little bit of size that you can get to your advantage is worth it. And the fact that they have the batteries that fit inside the handle, I mean, they're awesome. They even make high output ones that are like that don't have the foot on them. These are a little higher. This is a 5 amp hour one, but that's a 2.5. And that's, I mean, if you're doing a small job, you're not going to know the difference between a 5 and a 2.5 unless you're doing something that's really repetitive over and over and over. I put together my toolbox the other day, my Harbor Freight toolbox with this, and it was just the 2 amp, nothing special, the whatever they call CP battery 2.0, and I did all those bolts, and it was like it had 3 out of 4 left. They last a good little while. So anyway, overall, I love this M12 line. And if you're a mechanic or you're just looking at which one to go with, DeWalt's awesome for carpentry tools, things like that, all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to mechanic tools, I'm sticking with M12, and I'll probably be selling these mechanics DeWalt tools. And that's my honest opinion on it and review. And I really do want to know what you guys think, if you have long-term experience with these. I've heard that Milwaukee tools last a long time. I know that tool trucks will sell these Milwaukee stubbies, and people really like them, and I can see why, because they're awesome. So yeah, I want to hear what you think and your opinion, and let me know. In my eyes, the clear winner is M12. Well, thanks for watching, and I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna make as much content as I possibly can about everything I do, and just tools and working on the car, and you know, the house and other people's stuff that I work on, cars, house, whatever. And yeah, general dad stuff, man stuff. It's stuff that I enjoy. I like taking care of things. I like maintaining things, and I like the tools that I use to do it. They're fun for me. It's almost like another hobby. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching.